In the past 2 days, my cousin insisted on registering his company in Singapore and gave me a reason why he had to go there: the very attractive tax policy. Singapore not only has a low corporate income tax, up to 17%, but also offers tax relief of up to 75% for the first 3 years to newly established SMEs. In addition, Singapore has signed double taxation agreements, DTAs, with more than 80 countries and territories worldwide to avoid double taxation in different countries. Firstly, low corporate income tax. Singapore's top corporate income tax rate is 17%, which is relatively low compared to many countries. For example, the highest corporate income tax rate in the United States is close to 21%, so if your company is registered in Singapore, you can pay a lot less tax. Second, tax breaks. Singapore has a very generous tax break for newly established SMEs. Specifically, for the first 3 years after the company's incorporation, Singapore will give companies tax breaks of up to 75%. This means that if you register a company in Singapore, your tax burden will be greatly reduced in the first few years. For example, if you would have had to pay 100,000 Singapore dollars in taxes, you may only have to pay 25,000 Singapore dollars after the relief. In addition, double taxation agreements. Singapore has entered into double taxation agreements, DTAs, with more than 80 countries and territories. The purpose of such agreements is to avoid the same income being taxed in both countries. For example, if your company earns money in Singapore, but that money has to be transferred to another country that has signed the agreement, it will not be double taxed in both countries. This effectively reduces the tax burden of the company and enhances the efficient use of profits. These tax policies in Singapore allow companies to save a lot of tax costs and have more money to invest in business expansion and international development, which is especially important for companies with global expansion plans. For more information, please feel free to contact EJUN.